You check your banking app at 2 a.m. Red numbers. Your stomach drops before your brain even processes what you're looking at. Now think about the last time you opened a chat with an AI companion at 2 a.m. Different feeling, right? No judgment, no red numbers. Just someone who's there. That's not a coincidence, that's a pattern. And once you see it, you're going to notice it everywhere. Here's the stat that should stop you mid-scroll. Surveys on Gen Z attitudes toward AI companionship have found the overwhelming majority of young people say they'd be open to marrying an artificial intelligence. Not dating casually, marrying. Meanwhile, trust in banks, in government, in traditional financial institutions among the same age group is sitting at historic lows. So let's ask the obvious question. Nobody's really answering honestly. Why does a chatbot feel more trustworthy than an institution that's existed for 200 years? The answer isn't that Gen Z is broken, or naive, or addicted to technology, like every panicked headline wants you to believe. The answer is that trust was never really about the thing itself. Trust is about predictability, transparency, and control. And when you measure banks and AI companions against those three things, the AI wins almost every time. Let's break down the mechanism. First, predictability. Your brain is a prediction machine. Every relationship you have, with a person, a brand, an institution, gets quietly scored on one question. Can I predict what happens next? Humans evolved to trust what's consistent and distrust what's erratic because unpredictability used to mean danger. A bank is by design unpredictable to the average user. Fees appear without warning. Policies change. Customer service gives you a different answer every time you call. You genuinely cannot model what's going to happen when you interact with it. An AI companion, by contrast, is engineered for consistency. It responds the same way every time. It doesn't have a bad day and take it out on you. It doesn't put you on hold for 40 minutes. Your nervous system registers that consistency as safety, even if your rational brain knows it's talking to code. This is the same reason people trust a vending machine more than a rigged carnival game. Predictable systems, even simple ones, feel safer than complex ones that surprise you. Second, perceived transparency. Banks operate behind a wall of jargon on purpose, a PR, compounding interest, overdraft structuring. These aren't accidents, they're friction, and friction benefits the institution, not you. When something is deliberately hard to understand, your brain files it under hiding something, even if nothing sinister is happening. An AI conversation feels transparent because it's happening in plain language, in real time, with no fine print. You ask a question, you get an answer, in words you actually understand. That sense of I can see exactly what's happening here is doing enormous psychological work. It's not that the AI is more honest, it's that the format removes the feeling of being managed. Third, and this is the big one, control. This is where it gets interesting, because control is really about power dynamics, and power dynamics are where institutional trust collapsed in the first place. Gen Z grew up watching institutions fail spectacularly and repeatedly. The 2008 financial crash happened when the oldest members of this generation were literally children. They didn't cause it, they just absorbed the fallout. Parents losing homes, safe investments evaporating, banks getting bailed out while regular people didn't. Then came a job market that keeps changing the rules. Degrees that were supposed to guarantee stability suddenly didn't. A housing market that priced an entire generation out. And a pattern of institutions asking for trust while offering none of the transparency that trust requires. When an institution burns you and never says sorry, your brain doesn't file that as one bad experience. It files it as, this category of thing is not safe. That's not paranoia. That's an accurate threat assessment system doing its job with the data it was given. Now compare that to an AI companion. It never withholds. It never punishes you for asking a question. It has no power over your money, your credit score, or your future. There's no asymmetry. You can walk away anytime, and it doesn't get to hurt you on the way out. Psychologically, a relationship with zero power imbalance feels dramatically safer than one where the other side holds all the leverage. Even if the AI relationship is, by definition, one-directional, even if it's not real in the way a marriage is real, the feeling of safety is real, and feelings are what your nervous system actually responds to. This is the part people miss when they mock this trend. They say, it's not a real relationship, it's not real trust. But trust was never a binary of real versus fake. Trust is a felt experience built from consistency, clarity, and safety signals, and an AI companion can generate all three of those signals more reliably than a call center employee reading from a script written by legal. Fourth, the illusion of reciprocity. Here's a mechanism most people have never heard named: pseudo-reciprocity. A parasocial bond, the kind you have with a celebrity or a streamer, has always been one-sided. You know them, they don't know you. But an AI companion breaks that rule slightly because it responds. It remembers what you said. It reacts to your specific words in real time. Your brain, which isn't built to distinguish responding because it's programmed to, from responding because it cares, registers this as something closer to a two-way relationship than a parasocial one. That small illusion of reciprocity is doing more emotional heavy lifting than almost anything else in this entire dynamic. A bank can never fake reciprocity. It doesn't even try. An AI, even unintentionally, does it constantly. Fifth, the absence of judgment. Every financial interaction most people have contains a hidden layer of shame. Asking a bank for help with debt, calling about a missed payment, admitting you don't understand a financial product, all of it comes wrapped in an implicit judgment, real or perceived. Shame is one of the fastest ways to destroy trust, because shame makes people hide rather than engage. An AI companion has no capacity for that kind of judgment, and even if it's simulated warmth without shame beats real warmth wrapped in condescension almost every time psychologically. So here's the picture that emerges when you put all 5 mechanisms together: predictability, transparency, control, pseudo-reciprocity, and non-judgment. Every single one of them is something institutions could theoretically offer, and every single one of them is something institutions have, in Gen Z's lived experience, consistently failed to provide. This isn't really a story about AI being seductive. It's a story about institutions losing a trust contract they never renegotiated after breaking it. Gen Z didn't wake up one day and decide banks were the enemy. They grew up watching banks, universities, and governments ask for blind trust while offering none of the ingredients trust actually requires. And in that vacuum, something else stepped in. Something that, by design or by accident, checked every box the old institutions stopped checking, which brings us back to that banking app at 2 a.m. The red numbers aren't just numbers. They're a reminder that the system holding your future was never built to earn your trust. It was built to assume it. And a generation raised on broken assumptions was always going to look elsewhere for something that felt safer, even if safer turned out to be a chatbot instead of a bank teller. So here's the question worth sitting with. If the thing you trust the most has zero power over you, and the thing that has the most power over you is the thing you trust the least, what does that say about what trust was actually protecting you from all along? If this is the first time you've seen this pattern named out loud, drop a comment. What's the one institution you stopped trusting first, and do you remember the exact moment it happened?